Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Last part in our series, the last 4 videos, we took a look at, creating a weapon, being able to equip that weapon, adding it to our inventory, and using it right out of our inventory. It's functional, we can shoot with it. It's not perfect. I haven't done reloading yet for it or bullets, but we will touch on that later on down the series. I just wanted to get that out of the way to show you a quick, easy way to get an inventory system that works with any method, like any item, especially in that category, the armor, the weapons, aid, all that stuff, all applicable through that method. Now we are going to probably work on some more under the hood stuff, leveling system, experience, currencies. I think we're going to start that right now. It seems like the best route to take. So without further ado, let's get into it. So, first thing we want to do is we're going to go to our project. And we're going to create a couple more stats. Not item stats, but stats. So I'm going to duplicate energy here. I'm going to rename energy into level. I'm going to slide the max level onto it. Max level. Rename the IP to that as well. And yeah, 100 levels. We'll go 99 levels. Probably never make it far in a game like this. You probably get to like 10 at most. I'm going to rename this one to level as well. Okay, so that is set over here. And this is set as well. Perfect. I'm also going to duplicate level. We're going to call this one XP. Drag a new XP up here. Rename XP. Max XP. And we'll make it. So I don't want this to be like your traditional RPG leveling system where level 1 is a 50 experience, level 2 is 100, and 3 is 200, and it's up every time. I'm going to make this one 1000 XP every level. So you can level as fast at level 50, say, as you were at level 1. So I'm going to rename this here to max XP. And if you're looking for the more traditional leveling system, we're not going to be doing that here. In a future series, perhaps, if everything goes well for this channel. Yeah, because I do want to do an RPG style game as well. Like Diablo is my favorite game, and I would be more than happy to try and create a game more similar to that. I'm all about top-down games, some of my favorites, but I had to do survival first because that is my go-to genre. So this series first, and then we'll touch down on that in a future series. So XP and max XP. Okay, good to go. So leveling, XP. We're gonna have some currencies as well. So while I'm here, actually I'm gonna create a new folder for this. And just because it will get too cluttered within one. So create folder currency. I don't know if I spelled that right. Anyways, create GameCreator stats attribute money create stats GameCreator stats stat max money, and this will do, let's say, 99999. So about $100,000 max money. So I do plan on having like some kind of shop system in my game. I don't even know if I want to loot my weapons and armor. I think I might just buy those from shops, and you kill enemies for money and XP. And we might take that route. You might loot some money from boxes as well. I don't want to loot full weapons and armor. I think I'm just going to stick to looting money and crafting materials and stuff like that. Obviously you can change it as we go on. You can put your weapons within the loot system, but I think it's a more balanced game when you don't just find the best weapon in the game. You gotta earn it. So that's my take on it. So not only are we gonna have money, we'll do one called crafting materials as well. So I'm gonna base everything off the crafting material stat, instead of, like, say you want to craft a campfire. Normally most survival game you would need, I don't know, like a bunch of wood and maybe some stone. This one is going to be simply, campfire will take 50 crafting materials, or a barricade will take 100, and upgrading your base or something, upgrading the walls or watchtower or something like that could cost like 1,000, So we're gonna base everything off of one crafting material. That's not including our, say, food or bandages or anything like that. That will, if you were to craft that stuff, that will be a separate component, such as like cloth for bandages and raw meat for food, dirty water for drinks. We'll keep that separate. But for when it comes to crafting objects, like building stuff, we will stick with crafting materials. I cannot work and talk. I did nothing while I was talking. Alright, crafting materials. We're gonna slide that onto here. Rename materials. Rename max materials. Alright, so I'm gonna have that at 100,000 too. Let's see here. Now we're gonna add all this back into our player class, so I'm going to max material and material money. Oh. Money goes there, max money here, and I think I made something else, did I not? No. Currency, stats, level. Yes, we gotta do level and XP. Max level, level, XP, and max XP. Alright, so we're all caught up with our stats that we just made. So now it's time to put these into UI. Alright. And yes, you can see that I only, since the last video, I maybe had a couple hours sleep. I was just so excited to keep going. Honestly, I didn't think I would enjoy making content this much, but it's actually really fun. Alright, so for the UI, we're going to create a new panel. Actually, no, we have top panels. We're going to use top panel. And we're going to create not an empty. We're going to create an image. UI image. Alright. And that should have been under top panel, not button exit. 0, 0. I'm going to position this down a bit. 125, and 125. We're going to slide this all the way down here. I think this will be our level. Let's just see, what would be a good image for a level? Something indicating that. So I don't know if there's any kind of good icon for a leveling. Maybe something like that? No. Yeah, that might work actually. Okay, we'll use that for now, kind of as a placeholder. And hopefully I can find something better on my own time later. Alright, so yeah, we'll use that. I'm going to rename this to player level. And under player level, I'm going to create a text mesh pro. Alright. We're going to go into scene view, find it. And I'm just going to make it the same width or height, I mean, as the picture. And I'm going to say, do I want to write level here as well, or do I want to just go straight to the number? We're going to check how this looks in a second. Switch to my fonts, level, and then no, maybe I'm going to take the image out, to be honest. Yeah, so I'm just going to create an empty here. I'm just going to call this player level. I'm going to drag this below it. I'm going to get rid of this one. Alright. So I'm just going to recenter this to the other one. And then player level, I'm going to move over here. Make this a bit bigger. And then the number of the level be in here, so duplicate this text. I'm going to do an XX because we know that the max level is 99, so we only need at least 2 digits to show that off with. There we go. I'm just going to move these both out for 1 second, and I'm going to adjust this over here. I like it nice and neat. Alright, so level, player level, I'm going to add the attribute AI. We're going to stick our level in there. And the value of our level, text mesh pro, the value will be this one here. The 2 X's. And that's it. We don't need a max value like the health or a fill image. This is all we need for this. So let's go ahead and test that. So player level should be, I should set the minimum of it to 1. Okay, and then within here it is what? Okay, rifle we want 0, materials 0, mining 0, level XP. Okay, let's give it a test. That should say 1 now. There we go. So now we're level 1. I'm going to do another little bar underneath that representing our experience. Player level. I'm going to duplicate this, call it player. Actually, I'm not even going to duplicate it. I'm going to delete that. I'm just going to create a UI image, call it player XP, and that is going over here.